Guys, what is good, guys? Welcome back to the channel. And guys, y'all already know there is so much news to talk about. And y'all, I'm not gonna lie, my bad for being a bit late. You know what I'm saying? I can't lie, I was doing some last minute things. That's why I was live about 10 minutes late. But guys, big up to everybody that's here. There's still a lot of things to talk about. Yesterday, I went live with my guy, Barca Volume, but the reason why I'm live right now is because there's still a lot of things to talk about. And listen, big up to the people, right? Smash up the likes, guys. If you're here early doors, smash up the likes. Listen, we got Nico Williams, Barcelona. Are we going to get to here we go? Is there a problem? Athletic Bilbao, these guys are having a generational crash out. And not just that, the Camp Nou. Yes, I'm talking about the new camp, guys. Listen, we have an official date and we will be returning to that stadium. Not just that, bro. Hansi Flick, we will be looking at some of the squad planning also because, listen, as we know, Barcelona, man, I can't lie, Deco and Laporta, this summer window, they've been cooking. You know, I've called out Deco. I've said my thoughts on Deco time and time again. I was Deco out. But the thing is, right now, Deco has been doing this thing. I can't even lie to you guys. But listen, I mean, big up to the chat. And listen, I will get to the chat from time to time. But between topics, you know, every 3-4 minutes, I will be reading the chat. So, guys, make sure to smash up the likes and we'll get straight into it. I don't know what this guy's saying, bro. I can't read Arabic. You know what I'm saying? Listen, bro, I'm from America, bro, but it is what it is. Big up Segula, right? Camp Nou, bro. Camp Nou hype. You know what I'm saying? Big up Andrew. Big up everybody in the chat. Big up my guy Mez, bro. And big up my guy Omar BYT, who just raided. My bad for going, Omar. My bad for, going live a bit too late. But it is what it is, bro. We're all here now. So big up. Hey, guys, if you're new, by the way, and you're a Barcelona fan, this is the channel for you too. This is the ultimate Barcelona channel. You know what I'm saying? Big up to my guy Omar BYT for the raid. Big up Bekele, bro. Listen, guys, I can't lie. Y'all already know the Camp Nou. We will be returning to the stadium. And man, guys, before we get straight into it, smash up the likes. This is the last time I'm going to say it. Smash up the likes and subscribe if you're new, because when you smash up the likes, new people see the content. But guys, let's actually get straight into it because you guys already know. And let me share my screen because I am looking at some stuff right now on my end. And I do want to show you guys what I'm looking at because right here, y'all already know. Listen, this is not even news, but by Barca Times on Twitter. And this is just how it is, bro. Right here. Let me share my screen. So basically, hold up. Yeah, so y'all can see right here, Barca Times. They're a news outlet for Barcelona. But the thing is, this is the thing. At Barcelona, the vibes are high right now. I can't even lie. Good morning, Culés, bro. That's not news. You know what I'm saying? That's not Barca Times' job. Their job is to report some news. But this is the thing. Nico Williams, when he comes through the door, listen, we will celebrate that signing, bro. We will. You know what I'm saying? We might celebrate that signing more than our trophies. It looks like the hype with Nico is very, very high. But listen, I mean, there is a lot to talk about. But I do want to get straight into it, right? This is not any news, right? I want to talk about Roony Bardghji a little bit more and Marcus Rashford before I get into the other topics because Roony Bardghji, you guys already know, Swedish talent, very talented kid, had an ACL tear, and basically, right, now he wants to leave Copenhagen. And basically, Roony Bardghji, right, reported by Carlos Montefort, basically he said he bid his farewell to Copenhagen teammates and skipped the traditional title celebrations at the town hall. He is set to travel to Barcelona in the coming days. And listen, we already know that this transfer is going to happen. Once again, I can't wait for the transfer because I'm looking at this guy. This is this is a real backup for Lamine Yamal. Lamine Yamal, guys, the guy had to struggle this season, not struggling on the pitch. The guy was on fire, but I'm talking about in terms of minutes. Lamine Yamal had to play every single game. We could not rest him. And the reason why this transfer excites me is that Lamine Yamal will be getting rest. He will be getting rest because Roony Bardghji, I believe that he will do good in the Barca athletic team, and eventually he will be playing in the A team. I think that there's no way that this signing is only for Barca Athletic. This guy just 2 years ago, before his ACL tear, was a guy that was very hyped up. I remember seeing links to Real Madrid. Barcelona. He still rejected 10 clubs, apparently, to join Barcelona. So listen, it is what it is, bro. Big up my guy Matrix, right? Big up Santiago. Why do I pronounce it like that? I mean, bro, how do I pronounce his name then, bro? Like, bro, I'm going to be real with y'all. Just like how that Arab brother, he sent some Arabic, bro. Bro, I'm not Swedish, bro. You know what I'm saying? I'm not Alexander Isak. And who knows, bro? Earl, bro, let me tell you this. What if Roony Bardghji? What if he's doing the Jude Bellingham Trent thing? What if it's the Bardghji Swedish connection to Alexander Isak? Who knows, bro? Let's see what happens. But once again, this guy, he was a talent, right? Got an ACL tear, and he wanted to force a move. So basically, I'm not really surprised at it, bro. And bro, let's be real. Barcelona is the place to be. Right now, guys, let's keep it a buck. Bro, it's the place to be. Let's be real. I know Madrid fans, big up to the Madridistas in the chat, but this is the truth. Right now, Barcelona are an attractable club to go to. It's just the truth. Because if we're looking at it, right, why is Rashford? Why is Luis Diaz? Why is Bardghji? Why is even old man Ivan Perisic? You know what I'm saying? My guy Unk. Even he wants to pull up. He wants to pull through to Hansi Flick's Barca for a reason, bro. You know what I'm saying? Barcelona right now, it's the place to be. I can't even lie, bro. And I'm looking at it. Bro, I can't wait to watch him. Just like Santiago said, he's good on the ball, and I can't wait to see him in the La Liga and UCL. Bro, I can't wait for football. Forget UCL. Forget La Liga. I can't wait for preseason. Real talk. Bro, I'm going to be real. I don't know how to pronounce his name either, bro, Santiago. So it is what it is. Big up my guy, Adam, right? Like Wayne Rooney. So you're saying it's Roony Bardghji. Listen, it is what it is, bro. I'm going to be real. As long as he's scoring goals, I don't really care, bro, if I'm saying his name wrong or right. But listen, I am excited for him, and I do want to move on to another winger. Guys, I can't lie. There is a lot of news we're going to talk about in this live, bro. Make sure to stay till the end. Make sure to smash the likes. Subscribe if you're new because, guys, you all got to hang in with me, bro. There is a lot to talk about. We're going to talk about like 7 topics today. I'm not going to even lie. But the next thing I want to talk about is Marcus Rashford. Because like we said, right, yesterday I was on live, right, with Barca Volume, talking about a loan deal potentially for Marcus Rashford. This is the thing, bro. Marcus Rashford is still adamant to come to Barcelona. And listen, I'm going to be real. I don't see it possible. I don't know how we're going to have the FFP space for Nico and Jan Garcia. It looks like we're struggling a bit. Get a left back. Get a center back. If Barcelona are going to get Rashford, then listen, that tells me one thing. We're not broke. Barcelona are not broke. Listen, I'm telling y'all right now for free. Barcelona, as much as even I troll Barca, I always call us broke-alona. I always say we're semi-broke. Listen, I'm going to keep it a buck with you. If we get Rashford also, there's no way we're broke. How do you get Jan Garcia, right? Nico Williams, pay release clauses, right? It's not a thing you pay over time. It's a thing where it's a one-time payment, right? It's a one-time payment. You got to give the cash to Athletic Bilbao and Espanyol right away, right? And then you want Rashford, and then you also want Grimaldo. Listen, I'm going to be real with you guys. Just using my brain, just using basic logic, right? I just don't think there's any way that Barcelona are actually broke if we get Rashford too. That signing will tell me a lot about our finances, but it is what it is. Are you guys, let me tell you guys this, all right? Are you guys still favored for Rashford? Would you guys get Rashford if we already get Nico? Because in my opinion, I actually would say no, bro. I mean, unless if Rashford accepts being a guy who's going to be a bench player, fair enough. Fair enough. If he accepts his role, fair enough. But once again, and guys, knowing your role is big. I always say, like in the NBA, in any sport, knowing your role is big, bro. Like the players like TJ McConnell, guys like, you know what I'm saying, like Alex Caruso in the NBA, the guy who do the dirty work. You know what I'm saying? Barcelona right now, it's like a Gavi, right? Let's be real, like a guy who does dirty work, like Jules Koundé, right? Bro, if Marcus Rashford wants to accept being on the bench, fair enough. But I'm going to tell him that straight up. And if he still wants to come, fair enough. But I'd rather not go for him. I feel like it's too much. And I know it never hurts, but I feel like there's just no point, bro. There's really no point. Get a center back, get a left back. But guys, it is what it is. Let me get to the chat, though. Franco or Bardghji? I can't lie. Listen, Franco, I haven't seen much of. Bardghji, I haven't seen much of. Ask me 2 months, 3 months into the season, I'll probably give you an answer, bro. But once again, bro, Mez, I'm riding with my guy, Bardghji, bro. Listen, Franco, we'll see, bro. Franco in the Club World Cup, I haven't really been too impressed with them. I've only really paid attention to maybe just one game, but let's see what happens. I don't even know if River Plate are through, bro. I'm gonna be real. Oh, you're based in Sweden. Big up my guy Matrix, bro. We'll have something coming soon, bro. Maybe next week, maybe in 2 weeks. We'll see, bro. Yeah. So you pronounce it as Bardghji. So Bardghji, listen, I'm not gonna lie. I don't really care, bro. I'm gonna call him Roony, bro. I'm gonna call him Roony, bro. That's what I'm gonna call him. Bardghji, listen, I'll learn your names once the commentators say Roony Bardghji, whatever, however the commentators say it, I'll say it like them. You know what I'm saying? Because the commentators, they get paid to say it correctly. So listen, we'll see. But for now, yo, his name's Roony. For me, I'm calling him Roony, bro. He's got to earn some respect to be called Bardghji, bro. You know what I'm saying? That's what I'm saying, bro. But hey, listen, big up to Matrix, bro. Hey, big up to the chat, by the way. You guys pulled through, bro. 36 people in the building. Guys, I want 30 likes ASAP. If you haven't smashed the likes, smash up the likes. New people will see the content, and the community is growing, guys. Big up to all y'all. But Matrix, this guy, by the way, he's a Real Madrid fan. He said, you ain't broke. It's just the FFP situation. Yeah, bro, I fully agree. It's not that Barcelona, we have money. Barcelona, we have money. But the problem with Barcelona is not the transfer value. Like, for example, I know this is a hypothetical, but let's say we go for Julian Alvarez. I believe Barcelona, we have the money to pay 110 million. But the wage issue and registration is the problem. That is our problem. Our problem is not the transfer budget. It feels like Barcelona, we have money, but there's just a lot of regulations. That's just the problem. Registering. How is it harder for us? I've never heard of football club. I'm going to be real with y'all. I've never heard of football club, right, that they can sign any player, but they struggle to register them. Like that just doesn't add up, but it is what it is. Big up to my guy, D-Money. Yeah, you don't think we need him. I'm going to be real. When I'm looking at Marcus Rashford, right, this is the thing. Marcus Rashford only wants Barcelona. So Man United, right, a team that they want to sell Rashford. They want to get off his contract and just him as a player, right, even on loan, right? This is the thing. What if Barcelona, they don't want Rashford that much? That's the problem. Now it's a weird situation where Rashford only wants Barca. Barca don't want Rashford, and United want to sell him to other clubs. It's a very weird situation. And once again, I've already said this. I said this a long time ago. I believe that if this deal somehow happens, it's going to happen in the last week of the window. It's going to be one of the last plans, bro. It might be Ivan Perisic. It might be Marcus Rashford. Honestly, this might be a hot take. I probably would go for Perisic because let me tell you this. Rashford, I know Rashford, bro. I'm going to be real with y'all. I know him. I played football. And this guy's a young brother. He's hungry for minutes. He's trying to prove himself. I'd rather not have that in the club, bro. I'm going to be real. I'd rather have Ivan Perisic, who knows his role. He's going to play some games. He might only play 12, 13 games the whole season, but he's going to be a veteran presence. He's going to make Lamine Yamal more level-headed, better player. You know what I'm saying? We know what Perisic has already won in his career, right? He's worked under Hansi Flick. I feel like, you know what? Perisic is probably a safer signing. Marcus Rashford, I hate when people call players divas, but we don't know what we're going to get. That's the truth with Marcus Rashford. But listen, guys, don't be shy. Get in the chat. Let me know your thoughts on Marcus Rashford. But I do want to move on. What's it called, Marcus Rashford? Because, guys, let me tell y'all this. Let me tell you guys this, bro. Barcelona, when I'm telling you that we're cooking, I'm telling you that we're cooking because look at this right here. Barcelona, the official date for the first day at the Camp Nou is finally here, bro. Guys, can y'all see it? Can y'all see this? Barcelona, I think that's August 10th, I believe. August 10th, 2025. See you at home. And listen, I can't even lie to you guys. I miss the Camp Nou. People could say something. They could say whatever they want about the Olympic Stadium. But let me tell you guys something for free. One second, guys. Bro, it's absolutely hot in here, bro. But let me tell you guys this. I can't wait to go to the Camp Nou. I can't wait to go to the Camp Nou. Let me tell you guys this. The Camp Nou, if you think the Olympic Stadium is a fortress, we saw versus Inter Milan, we saw against Dortmund in those El Clasicos, that just tells me two things. You weren't a fan for long. Because let me tell you something for free. The Camp Nou is different. The Camp Nou, when they say different gravy, the Camp Nou is different. The Camp Nou, I'm telling y'all right now, I remember so many good moments in the Camp Nou, right? Forget the Champions League. Forget when we beat PSG, right? In the Iniesta run where he goes across the whole team and Neymar scores, right? Forget about all that, bro. I remember random games. I remember when we beat Celta Vigo and Neymar was doing rainbows. I remember the crowd going crazy. I remember the crowd when Lionel Messi was introduced to the crowd in like 2014 and the crowd absolutely goes crazy. And that video is still viral today. I remember the Camp Nou. Listen, that comeback against PSG. I remember the Camp Nou when Mascherano, I believe it was his last game for Barca, one of his last games, and he scored a penalty. Brother, I don't care, bro. The Camp Nou is different. And listen, the new Camp Nou looks absolutely beautiful. You know what I'm saying? Bro, big up Mez, bro. I can't wait for the return of the Spotify Camp Nou. Listen, I don't care what we call it, Spotify. Y'all could call it whatever, bro. I don't really care, Apple Music. But let me tell you this. The Camp Nou, brother, when we get back in that stadium, guys, just deep it, bro. I don't think you guys are deep in it, right? We're going to get Nico Williams, right? Marcus Rashford not going to come. We're going to get Nico Williams. Lamine Yamal, number 10. Camp Nou, first game of the season at home. In La Liga, you're telling me that's not going to be a sellout. That game will be a sellout 100%. People are going to be there. People are going to earn people are going to legitimately pay their hard-earned money to go to the Camp Nou. Big up Gio. Big up Juve Cornercast. This guy is a big Juve fan. If you love Juve, y'all should follow him. Y'all should check him out. But I do want to get to the chat. Big up FCDB money. I Camp Nou with the roof on it. Bro, I don't even think it's a fully roof. But guys, let me actually check it out because I actually bookmark a lot of things, bro. Look at this right here, bro. Look at this right here. All right, guys, let it load, bro. But you guys are telling me this doesn't look fire, bro. Real talk. Are you telling me, bro? Come on, bro. The picture's got to be bigger. Bro, I hope y'all can see it. All right, you guys are not telling me that stadium looks nice. That stadium, that looks like a dream, bro. You know what I'm saying? This is obviously like AI, but you're telling me that stadium doesn't look like a 10 out of 10 stadium. You're telling me that Lamine Yamal, number 10, Nico Williams debut at home. You're telling me guys like Jan Garcia debut at home. You're telling me under Hansi flicks Barcelona that score goals for fun. Bro, I hope we score like 5 or 6 the first game at the Camp Nou because that stadium, over 100K capacity, 105K capacity, you know, eventually. But at the start, I think it's going to be around 60K. But you're telling me that place is not going to be absolutely bouncing later in the season? Bro, let me tell you guys this for free. This stadium, I can't wait for it. I legitimately can't wait. I've never been hyped for a stadium like the Camp Nou. But this is the thing. The Olympic Stadium, if we're keeping it a buck, it's just not a fortress. That's the truth. It's never been a fortress. Let me tell you that for free. The Olympic Stadium is a decent stadium. In my opinion, it's more of a training camp. We were there for too long. That's the truth. But I'm telling you right now, the Camp Nou is an actual environment that teams, they actually didn't want to go to the Camp Nou. There was a time. Nobody has that fear for the Olympic Stadium. That's just the truth. The Olympic Stadium is far from the fans in the stadium and also as far from all the people in Catalonia. Apparently, it's up there in the hills, up there in the mountains, and it's a distance to travel. The Camp Nou, there's no problem, bro. The Camp Nou's right there, bro. Everybody goes to the Camp Nou. But listen, bro, big up to the chat, right? Big up to all y'all, right? Mez, every team will crumble against Barca in the frightening stadium and against Barcelona's. Hey, bro, I'm telling you, Hansi Flick, Lamine Yamal, Nico Williams. I'm telling y'all right now for free, that stadium is going to be a sellout in the first game at home is going to be a sellout. It will be. I'm telling y'all for free. 30 million for Araujo. I don't know if that's going to happen, bro. I'm going to be real. Araujo, I don't think it's going to happen, bro, still. But it is what it is, bro. Yeah, it's going to have but this is the thing that I love about it. Because I'm not in favor fully for closed roofs. I don't think closed roofs are that nice. I understand the advantages of it. Like, you can have an AC in a closed stadium. But I just don't really feel like it has a football vibe. You know what I'm saying? I feel like the old the reason why the old Camp Nou was so beautiful was because of the open roof. Everybody loved the open roof at the old Camp Nou. That was part of the Camp Nou. You know what I'm saying? The sunset at the Camp Nou, that was the thing, bro. So I don't want us to get rid of it completely. But listen, I will talk about Araujo later on. But listen, I do want to move on because there's more stuff about the Camp Nou. Guys, listen, I can't lie, bro. Y'all see this, bro. This at the Camp Nou, bro. I'm telling you. Lamine Yamal, bro. Y'all telling me Lamine Yamal. Lamine Yamal, number 10. Lamine Yamal, number 10, at the Camp Nou. I can't wait, bro. I can't lie, bro. Every single, bro. If I was living in Spain, especially Catalonia, I'm getting a game. I might even be a season ticket holder. It's not like it's a Ronald Koeman, Barcelona. It's not like it's a Quique Setien. Brother, it's not even Ernesto Valverde. It's Hansi Flick. You're going to see a number 10 Lamine Yamal. Brother, you know what I'm saying? I don't know what this person posted, but listen, I might be reacting just like that, bro. Pause, bro. I don't know what that brother's doing, bro. But Listen, y'all get the gist, bro. Y'all get the gist, bro. What the hell? Bro, it is what it is, bro. Bro, this guy said hoping for Barca's downfall, bro. Listen, beat us, bro. Beat us. All these Madrid fans. I always have respect for Madrid, but this is the thing. When they talk crazy, I always realize that, hey, bro, don't talk to me until you guys beat us in the El Clasico. I'm going to keep it a buck. I'm going to be real with y'all. You know what I'm saying? I saw a 4-0. I saw a 5-2. You know what I'm saying? After the 4-0, they were saying that wasn't for a trophy. Then we beat them 5-2. You know what I'm saying? After that, well, what happened, bro? We beat them in a Copa del Rey game that they played very, very well in. Guess what? Doesn't matter. We still won Jules Koundé dagger. You know what I'm saying? And then we had one more Clasico, which I believe we played pretty mid in, and we still won 4-3. And, bro, I'm not going to lie to you, all right? Bro, listen, the first El Clasico is going to have a lot of hype, bro. I'm going to be real with y'all. Lamine 10, you won't be able to get that jersey easily, bro. It's going to be hard to find, bro. Yeah, bro, Mez, I'm going to be reacting. Yo, pause. Get this off my screen, bro. Why is this still off on my screen, bro? Listen, bro, this video too, bro. Jan Laporta, bro. This guy's he's just trying to tease the fans, bro. This guy's legitimately just trying to tease the fans, bro. Real talk. The stadium looks sick, bro. I don't know if they're done with the construction or anything like that, but that stadium looks sick, bro. I can't even lie. So, I mean, guys, what are you guys saying? And guys, do any of you guys live in Spain? Do any of you guys in the chat live in Spain or even in Europe? Are any of you guys in the chat, do you guys think you guys are going to go to a Camp Nou game at home under the lights? Are you guys going to go? Let me know, bro. Who knows? Maybe if this channel gets bigger, bro, I might have to do some maybe exclusive content. You know what I'm saying? Maybe going to the Camp Nou. We will see, bro. But it is what it is, bro. Let me read the chat, though, for a second before we move off, bro. Let me read the chat, bro. Big up to all y'all, right? What's it called? Yeah, hey, big up Santiago, bro. What's it called? Yeah, Catalonia, bro. So Catalan, bro, you've definitely been to the old Camp Nou. Are you going to go to this new Camp Nou, bro? Because I'm not going to lie. I think it's going to be – I can't lie, bro. I want to go there, bro, eventually, bro. The new Camp Nou looks absolutely sick, bro. Yeah, big up California. Yeah, hey, Mez, bro. I'm also U.S., bro. California also, bro. But, I mean, there is also other news that I do want to talk about, right? It's not just the Camp Nou because I do want to talk about other news. Hold up. Let me get it up, bro. So, basically, let me just put it on screen right now. You're trying to get tickets for the Young Gamper. Bro, record something, bro, and then maybe send it to me on IG, bro. I got to see what's up. But, listen, guys, I do want to move back onto the news, right? I do want to get back on track. Because, guys, Nico Williams, this news was already out for a couple of days, but I feel like it still applies because of what happened today that we will be getting into. But, guys, apparently it was breaking 2 days ago, basically, I believe. And what happened? Right? Actually, no, this was yesterday. Nico Williams breaking. Nico informed Athletic Club today that he wants to join Barcelona. This is the first time this happened in this long saga because, of course, we remember Deco and Jan Laporta were they only wanted Nico Williams last summer. And finally, Nico Williams has budged and he's going to Barcelona. It looks like it's going to happen. But this is what I want to show you. Nico, he does want to come. But that's not the point, okay? Y'all seen the crash out by the Athletic fans. You guys can see. The Atletico fans, right? The Athletic Bilbao fans, they removed the Nico Williams, Inaki Williams mural, basically the image after they won the Copa del Rey. The Athletic Bilbao fans, the Basque region of fans, those fans are absolutely sad, bro. You know what I'm saying? They're devastated, and these guys are absolutely crashing out. And you know what's crazy? Most of the times you think that, I feel sorry for them. Nah, bro. Listen, I live for a crash out. When I'm seeing guys crash out, listen, there's a reason why Instagram, TikTok, bro, crash outs always go viral for a reason, bro. And when I'm seeing this, bro, I can't lie. I can't help it but laugh. This is the same team. Bro, this is the same Athletic Bilbao. They wanted La Liga to investigate and unregister Dani Olmo. This is the same team. So when I'm seeing their fans crash out, this is the same team that when Rafinha scored that goal 2 years ago, you know what I'm saying, on their head tops, he was celebrating in their end. And guess what? They couldn't, you know what I'm saying? They couldn't handle it, bro. So listen, I'm absolutely here for the crash out by the Athletic Bilbao fans. But listen, I know the fans, Athletic Bilbao, Barcelona, it feels like these days there is a bit of a tension. I can't even lie to y'all. It feels like Bilbao and Barcelona is now becoming a bit of a rivalry with Nico Williams, with the Dani Olmo situation. And listen, it is what it is. I don't know if the Basque, if they have anything against Barcelona, but listen, I can't wait for the game. San Mames away, Espanyol away, two fan bases that hate Barcelona. You have Nico Williams leaving Athletic Bilbao, going to Barcelona. The fans can't handle that, right? And guess what? You got Jan Garcia, who legitimately, Espanyol, their most hated rivals are Barcelona. And guess what? Their fans have absolutely lost the plot too. So listen, I can't lie to y'all. I can't wait for both of those games. Away at the RCD, away at San Mames. It's going to be fun, bro. Hold on. Listen, but hold up. But guys, big up, guys. Get in the chat, bro. I mean, guys, I have a question. Which stadium do you guys think is gonna be more heated, bro? Y'all think the RCD or San Mames, though? Because, like, I'm not gonna lie. Listen, I ain't gonna lie. Sign me up for both, bro. I'm not tweaking, bro. The smoke. Listen, this Barca team, we're too good, bro. I'm gonna be real. But guys, I do want to look at this news right here, bro. And I want to get your reaction. And this is what I'm talking about. So I showed you guys that the fans of Athletic Bilbao, they are crashing out. The Basque fans are crashing out. But it's not just that. It's just in by Lesser, right? Athletic Bilbao's president is in Madrid and plans to ask La Liga and the RFEF to monitor Barcelona's summer dealings and block the Nico Williams transfer, arguing that Barca isn't complying with the 1-to-1 rule. Bilbao are prepared to go head-to-head with Barcelona, and they will try until the last second to keep Nico Williams. And you know what's funny? Nico Williams wants to leave. There were some reports about basically Bilbao and Nico Williams. He cleared up his locker. He's ready to go. He's basically told probably his family, close ones, his plan by now. But this is the thing. Athletic Bilbao as the club, right? They cannot handle it. Their fans cannot handle it. And now, bro, these guys are, I'm not going to lie. You know what this sounds like? This sounds like Athletic Bilbao are just snitching to La Liga. They're saying, yo, double check them. Or can they really comply with the 1-to-1 rules? Can they really get Nico Williams? Listen, Deco and Laporta can do this deal, bro. Deco and Laporta are cooking. And listen, if Athletic Bilbao are telling La Liga, yo, double check, RFEF, you know what I'm saying, block this deal, brother, I can't wait, bro. Let's see what happens. But there's no way that they get what they want. There's just no way. I'm going to keep it a buck. I'm going to keep it a buck with y'all. I just don't see how is La Liga going to stop us? If we pay a release clause to Bilbao, that's the beautiful things about release clause. We don't even have to talk to the club. So guess what? If Barcelona, right, if they have the money for it, bro, khalas, bro, it's over. It's done. We're getting the player just like that. You know what I'm saying? So these guys crashing out. Listen, it is what it is. They're going to keep crashing out. Guess what? He's going to be our player traveling to San Mames away, and y'all crash out some more, bro. I can't wait for that. But listen, both will be on smoke. Bro, I can't lie. I'm more excited for the Espanyol game, because let me tell you this. Bilbao, of course, they're tough, but it's not that. It's not that. This rivalry has only sparked recently, bro. Espanyol has legitimately hated us, bro. We have won 2 different titles on their head tops, and their fans both of the times crashed out. The first time especially, they got relegated, and not just that, this time they didn't get relegated, but last time they got relegated, we relegated them, and the fans burst out to the stadium chasing our players. Bro, you know how unprofessional that is, bro, by La Liga, by everything, by Espanyol as a club. But that's how mad that they were, bro. And you know what I was doing, bro? I was like this, bro. I was legit. Bro, I was eating my popcorn. I was enjoying every second of it. That was lit. But it is what it is, bro. Yeah, bro. Athletic Bilbao rivals are supposed to be Sociedad. They're actually friendly with each other. Bro, right now, Athletic Bilbao, they dislike Barcelona. I'm not going to lie. Y'all can see how it is by the club. Nico will make sure he comes. Nico's going to come, bro. This is the thing. The player wants to come. And for Bilbao, I have a question for them. Why would they keep a player, by force if he wants to leave the football club? I never understand that. If a player wants to leave 99% of the time, unless if he's like a Lionel Messi or a Neymar Jr. or a Cristiano Ronaldo, fair enough. I hear the club trying to bring him back because the quality is too much that you're losing. But with all due respect, right? Nico, I love Nico. Nico is not Leo Messi. Nico's not Neymar, right? So it's like, brother, y'all could get a Nico. I know their policy is different. I know that they could only sign players in the Basque region. They got to be Basque born and bred. But listen, I mean, that's your problem, bro. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to be real with y'all. I was thinking about it. I was like, yo, low-key, it's going to be hard to replace. But listen, that's your problem. You put that philosophy. You know what I'm saying? Y'all put that policy on yourselves. So listen, y'all can hold that. I can't even lie. I was thinking about it, but it will be tough for them to replace Nico. But, bro, the game is the game. You know what I'm saying? When Barcelona, when we had Serginho Dest, you know what I'm saying? We had guys like Adamada, what is his name, bro? Traore as the wingers, brother. Nobody felt sorry for us, so I don't really care, bro. I really don't care, bro. Jan Laporta is a lawyer. He knows what Barca can and cannot do. Yeah, bro. So listen, I'm not gonna lie. Jan Laporta, bro, if we can make this deal happen, I don't think it's gonna hurt our FFP. I think that he's gonna get the guarantees, and I think ultimately it will happen. It's just a matter of time. You know what I'm saying? Bilbao is a generational crash out. As soon as it's final, I'm headed right to their page and trolling. They talked crazy last summer when he rejected us. For real, bro. They did talk a lot of bro, these Bilbao fans, with all due respect, Bilbao, big club, you know what I'm saying? They've won a lot of trophies. But I'm going to be real. When you're competing with Barcelona right now, and keep it a buck, y'all are competing with Barcelona. Like, I don't know why they're surprised that their player wants to go. But we do have another Nico Williams bomba, bro, because this came out today, legitimately just a couple hours ago. And basically, this said, breaking, Nico Williams will join Barca, right? Another journalist has put their neck out on the line, and they've said it's going to happen. The club is ready to activate his release clause next week. Barca have assured that there are no cash problems. So don't worry, Bilbao, you will be getting your player, but, I mean, you guys will be getting your money, but you're going to be giving us Nico. That's just how it's going to happen. And, brother, it's a release clause. You know what's funny? Nico Williams, not too long ago, he extended his contract. So it's like, why are you mad? You guys negotiated this release clause. We're going to pay it. Bye. You know what I'm saying? That's it, bro. It's like, imagine you go to Ralph's or you go to whatever grocery store you got nearby. You go to your grocery store, you get milk. The milk is $5, all right? You get the $5 milks. And now the cashier, even though you already paid it, this guy's trying to hold you hostage, bro. He's trying to be like, nah, bro. You know what I'm saying? $3 more. Nah, stay. Bro, what are you talking about, bro? We paid the price. Bye, bro. You know what I'm saying? We're out of here. But I think that Athletic Bilbao, they're just crashing out because there is no explanation for this, right? Ferran Correas, he also said everything is prepared. And basically, and in order for Nico's clause to be paid next week. And basically, we already know the news. Barcelona, we're going to pay this on July 1st or July 2nd. A lot of reports have said the same thing. And the reason why is because it's going to be a new year financially for Barca. So, listen, that's going to help FFP. And in my opinion, Nico Williams, I think it's going to be done by July 10th. That's just me. That's my gut feeling. I think July 10th, it'll be done. Maybe the 11th, he gets presentated, to the fans. He speaks with the fans, says some words, right? And then after that, right, I think that he's going to be there for his first, if not the second game, definitely by preseason. So listen, I can't lie. I'm very hyped for preseason. We can see a lot of things. We can see Nico in preseason. Forget about all that. We can see the youngsters. We can see Jan Garcia minutes. We could see guys from La Masia, bro. You know what I'm saying? Getting their chance from Juvenile A. You know what I'm saying? Juvenile B. Hansi Flick, apparently, there's a lot of people that he wants to trust. So, listen, we are going to see, but I do want to move on because there is a lot of stuff to talk about still. Because basically, Jan Laporta, he answered back. Jan Laporta was not taking no for an answer. And basically, Jan Laporta, he said, I don't understand why Athletic Bilbao wants to speak about Barca with La Liga. I don't think it's appropriate, but that's their problem. He also said all the steps have been taken for us to sign players normally. We have to comply with the certain parameters, and we're doing so. So Jan Laporta seems very calm. There's a video of him getting recorded, and he felt calm, bro. It wasn't like he was trying to lie. It didn't look like that. And Jan Laporta, just seeing, his body motion, you know what I'm saying? I'm not going to lie. I'm just reading through the lines. I think Bilbao knows because Bilbao last summer did not crash out like this. They're crashing out now because why? Because their player is going to leave. It's imminent. We all know it's going to happen. And when it happens, they're going to crash out some more. So this is just some last attempts at Nico Williams to hopefully that he swings his decision and makes a U-turn. But it seems that this time the crowd, bro, and this is, you know what it is? These are hints that it's going to happen. Because why would Bilbao care this much? They didn't care this much last summer. Last summer, Bilbao was sitting comfy. They knew Nico was going to leave. They probably heard Nico, are you going to leave? They said, yo, Nico is probably like, I'm not mad hesitant. And then they're probably calm with it. So, listen, I think this summer it will be happening. Jan Laporta, he's speaking like he's a calm man. He knows what's going to happen. He's got a plan. So, listen, it is what it is. And this is the last thing before I get to the chat. And, guys, get in the chat. Let me know what's your thoughts on Nico, Bilbao. How excited are you that Nico is going to come? But I do want to say this, right? So basically, this is the thing right here, and y'all can see on the screen, right? Basically, Bilbao, this is my problem with Bilbao. It's not that they're selling Nico. It's that they're selling Nico to Barcelona, because this is my problem. Because when Bilbao, there was a report, when they were linked with Bayern Munich, right? Bilbao is ready to allow Bayern to pay the release clause for Nico Williams in installments. That's the keyword, in installments. Something they categorically refused for Barca. And this is my thing. Easily, y'all can see this. Y'all can see Athletic Bilbao, they don't mind selling Nico because they told Bayern, they even probably told Bayern privately, yo, you guys get Nico. We don't want Barca getting it because that is a rival, right? And I hear it. But at the end of the day, it's not like a Leverkusen not selling to Bayern. Leverkusen has beaten Bayern. It's not like that. It's not like Real Madrid and Barca. With all due respect, Bilbao, I've never seen you guys win a league title. I don't know when's the last time you've won a league title. You guys have not been competitors to win the league. So I just feel like I'm going to be real. I feel like they're petty. It's kind of salty. I'm going to keep it a buck. I don't know if I'm being weird, bro. I don't know if I'm being a bit cringe, but I'm going to keep it a buck with y'all. It's just that, bro. But this is the thing. I understand Bayern. They might want Bayern to pay. But why would they want Bayern to pay the release clause in installments? They would accept that for Bayern Munich, but they wouldn't accept it for Barca. So listen, they probably just want anything. They probably made the deal easier for Bayern. And guess what? The best part that's so beautiful about this is that Nico still wants Barca. So for all that, all them, bro, all the backflips, all these last, you know what I'm saying, attempts to get Nico to stay or go to Bayern Munich, brother, he wants to go to Barca. And that's why I always say, whatever the player wants is the most important thing in football. Why do I say that? When a player can force a move, a player on top of that, a player could want to stay. Frankie de Jong, Barca wanted him to leave, right, 2 years ago to Man United. Man United wanted him. The two clubs had an agreement. Guess what? Frankie de Jong said, I want to stay. And that is why I always say the player, whatever he wants, will 99%, especially if he's a good player, a starter caliber, he's going to get his way. It's the truth. We're right now, bro, we're in an era, right? And it's going to be more like this where the players are going to decide their futures a lot more than the clubs. The club, you can decide like players like a Pablo Torre, like a guy like, a Gerard Martin a bit more. You can force them out. They don't really have leeway. They don't have nothing on the club. But a player like Nico, bro, he's going to get his way. That's just the truth. That's how sports are moving in general. But I do want to get to the chat, bro. I do want to get into the chat because, listen, July 1st is when Barca plan to activate. Yeah, bro, I can't wait, bro. July 1st. Hopefully it's done by the first week of July, bro. I can't wait, y'all. You know what I'm saying? Big up D-Money, bro. Even though it's better to pay in installments, I'm glad with Espanyol and Athletic Club are paid in full. Some clubs, you need to just be in and out. Yeah, facts, because this is the thing. I feel like Espanyol or Athletic Bilbao, if we pay in installments, they're going to bother us down the line about, Barcelona, they owed us 15 million right now, and guess what? They've paid us 13. And then they're going to probably want to go to court with us, and they're going to try to, beg Javier Tebas for some point reduction or some type of fines. Bro, we already know these clubs, bro. And this is the thing. The club, bro, Barcelona in La Liga right now, guys, the truth is that it's everybody versus us, bro. And you know what's funny? I love that. I can't lie, because that's how you know you're at the top. You think that everybody loved Barca, prime Barca. They were forced to love prime Barca because they couldn't beat us. You know what I'm saying? But right now, I'm looking at us right now, bro. It's good that teams are starting to not like Barca. No, I don't like when other fan bases are feeling sorry for my club, that we can't win, that we're broke, that we can't get players that we want, that our rivals are winning. Nah, bro. Listen, bro, Barca is supposed to be a hated club. And even though we are still a very hated club to a certain extent. But brother, it's not to the same level when we won 2015, when we won that UCL. I remember Madrid fans crashing out. I remember a lot of fan bases. Bro, that's just how it's supposed to be. That's the truth, bro. You know what I'm saying? But Big up Alitica. I understand what's going through their heads right now. Their world is about to crash. Yeah, bro, this is the thing. Born and bred Bilbao, and guess what? He wants to leave the club. So listen, it is what it is. Are you going to be doing a hate watch for Madrid's game? Bro, I can't lie, Adam. I was very down to do this Club World Cup thing, but bro, no Barca in it, right? And let's keep it a buck. Who really? I don't think it's that exciting, bro. I'm gonna be real. Outside of the Brazilian teams, I haven't really messed with the Club World Cup. Inter Miami have been interesting, right? Inter Miami and Real Madrid, right? I feel like in the Brazilian teams have carried it in terms of like a perspective of like people caring about the competition. You know what I'm saying? Like if Barca was there, definitely there's watchalongs. But listen, I'm gonna be real. It is what it is, bro. But bro, I do want to move on because guys, big up to all y'all, right? Big up to all you guys for pulling through. But it's not just this, right? I want to move off of Nico Williams, right? Because Noah Darvich, right? The player, the youngster, the German international, right? This guy, Barcelona, we signed him 2 years ago. And right now, it looks like he is on his way back to Germany because it looks like he will be going to VfB Stuttgart. And Barcelona, I'm not going to lie, I'm not surprised this is happening because Noah Darvich, he was a guy who's talented. Very talented. I think he performed at the U17, U18. I forgot what tournament it was, right? One of those World Cups. He performed very well. And it looked like he was going to be the next star up next for La Masia. But this is the thing. You just never know what's going to happen. And I always say this. I've played football. And guys who have played football, they understand this. Things happen. Maybe a coach doesn't favor you because he wasn't starting for the B team of Barca Athletic week in, week out. And then on top of that, look at the A team. We bought Dani Olmo. So that, bro, just like that, Dani Olmo's getting all those minutes. Even if he does break through at the B team and goes to the A team, now you got Dani Olmo in your way. On top of that, Fermin Lopez is now a perennial, you know what I'm saying? That guy is a player. The guy is going to be playing starter minutes. Fermin Lopez is there. You know what I'm saying? He's here to stay. Fermin Lopez is here to stay. He's not going anywhere. So it's like now you got Fermin Lopez, you got Dani Olmo, and ever since then, and he's not even starting week in, week out for Barca Athletic, which is the B team. I was like, I don't know if he's going to ever pull through. And that was just me being honest at the time. And listen, this is football. That's just what happens. And you know what? Barca, this is a problem though. No release clause included, no buyout, basically nothing. It's just going to be a small fee for him to return to Germany. And you know what? Barca are just probably just trying to get some, a refund. And it was like 2.5, 3 million. Listen, if we can get 3, 4 million, take the deal. Because just like Vitor Roque, sometimes not every transfer for these youngsters work out. It worked out with Pedri. To a certain extent, it definitely worked out with Araujo. But right now, Noah Darvich, Vitor Roque, just get your refund and invest in another kid. We're seeing the guy Zelucas, right, the Brazilian kid. We're seeing other kids like Roony Bardghji, right? So Barcelona, listen, sometimes it doesn't work out, but that's just the game. Bro, there's always context. There's so much variables, but it is what it is, bro. You know what I'm saying? Stuttgart, I think they're in the Europa League next season. Yeah, we'll see, bro. Stuttgart are a good team, to be fair. They are a good team. That is a good move for him. But I do want to move on because there is more stuff because this is exciting right here. This report right here is very exciting. When I'm seeing a report like this, listen, this gets me excited because, guys, Barca Universal, they posted out by Javi Miguel. And basically, Marc Bernal, it's been confirmed that he cut his vacation short and he will be returning to Barca for training on July 1st to continue his recovery. He expects to receive the medical clearance in August. And, bro, I can't wait for Bernal. Bernal, unfortunately, bro, guys, people need to remember, Bernal was starting over Marc Casado. Marc Casado was very, very good. In the first 3 months, he was super good, very solid. We walked into the Bernabeu. We beat Bayern Munich. We destroyed Sevilla. That week of the season, brother, I felt like I was levitating. I felt like that it was fake to a certain extent. That week of the season, we were doing all these things. You know what I'm saying? Scoring 7 against Valladolid. You know what I'm saying? Bro, we were cooking in La Liga, all cylinders, even in the UCL. And listen, Marc Bernal was not there. It was Marc Casado. And guess what? All these things that I'm saying about Marc Casado, Flick had Marc Bernal over Marc Casado. That was a certainty. Marc Bernal was highly rated. And unfortunately, the ACL injury in, I believe, the 3rd or 4th game of the season, right, against Rayo Vallecano, basically that destroyed his season, you know what I'm saying, his progression. But Marc Bernal is back, and he will be back next week, back in training to recover. And guys, the plan is to have him by August. So I think that Marc Bernal, maybe not preseason, maybe not even the start of the season, but I think by October, the second international break, I think he will fully be back. Because guys, get in the chat. How excited are you guys for Marc Bernal? And listen, how many games do you guys think he's going to get starter minutes? I don't know. I really do not know. I think that he's probably our fourth choice midfielder right now, maybe fifth, maybe sixth, who knows? But what I will tell you for free is that I can't wait for this guy to play good, bro. I can't wait for him to be on the pitch. I think that this guy, Marc Bernal, I want to see the Marc Bernal with Pedri. I want to see that combo. I want to see Marc Bernal with Frankie. I want to see both of these combos. I want to see what he can do. I want us to go to a 4-3-3. I want us to go 4-3-3 back to that. And let's see if Marc Bernal can play single pivot. I want to try a lot of things out with Marc Bernal, but that's football, bro. Let's see what Hansi Flick does. But big up to D-Money. We need Marc Bernal. The midfield needs some defense. I love Pedri and Frankie, but the two of them screams no defense. Absolute fact. Pedri and Frankie both of them are interiors. Both of them are very good players. But when it comes to the defensive side of the ball, and make no mistake about it, I've always said Barcelona, as much as I love Pedri, as much as I love Frankie de Jong, I really believe that we need a guy that is a completely different type of player. I think that we need a guy that, in a way, is like an Amadou Onana. And although Marc Bernal is not that, at least he's closer to a Busquets, a Rodri type of role. And one thing I will say, Marc Bernal, this guy needs to beef up. He does. You know what I'm saying? The guy is too skinny. I think that he needs to beef up. He's got to get the agility back. He's got to get, you know what I'm saying, moving. You know, I don't know, maybe get him on the track field. We need to see this guy moving side to side, intercepting passes. But I am very excited, I can't lie to y'all, about Marc Bernal's return to the team, because this guy was highly rated. You know, this was the guy that they were saying Lamine Yamal, they were saying Cabarsi, and they were saying Marc Bernal as the three gems from La Masia. Cabarsi, Lamine, they made it, right? Marc Bernal, this guy right there, Marc Bernal, that guy, he got an ACL. But I can't wait for him to be back in the team. But, guys, what are you guys saying about Marc Bernal? I think, I'm not going to lie, I do think that he's going to get minutes eventually. I think that, once again, he's too good not to. You know what I'm saying? I know that Pedri and Frankie, they're going to start. But Casado, I think Bernal could jump him. Gavi, I think he could jump him, bro. I think that even if you put Eric in the midfield, brother, I really think that he could jump him. That's all I'm saying, bro. Listen, I really think that our squad is very nice, bro. And, bro, let's be real. Let's be real. Let's be real with this. I'm going to be honest. We don't have any other midfielders. It's Pedri, Frankie de Jong. Who else is there, really? Pedri, Frankie de Jong, Casado, Gavi, decent, right? And then Eric Garcia in the midfield. Am I missing anybody else? I'm talking about double pivot. So I'm not going to lie to you guys. I'm looking at the midfield, and I'm like, why can't Marc Bernal play, not right away, but why can't he could potentially be the third choice in January? That is not a hot take. That is very realistic, right? Big up to Catalan. Bernal, Pedri, Rafinha is my midfield this year with the Nico signing. So no Frankie. Listen, maybe mid-season we could see that, but once again, I just don't know. I don't know. That's a beautiful midfield. I can't lie. That's a beautiful midfield. But this is the thing. Rafinha, what if he's too offensive-minded? Listen, I can't lie. That midfield looks sick. I can't lie. I want to see a Pedri, Bernal, Dani Olmo, though. I can't lie. I want Rafinha to be the false nine. That sounds insane, though. Bernal and Pedri. Brother, that could potentially, guys, Bernal and Pedri could potentially be the long-term partners for each other. You know what I'm saying? That could be two of the three for the next 7-8 years, right? Like Iniesta, Busquets, Xavi. They played together with 7-8 years, right? Bro, Pedri, Bernal, maybe we need to find the third guy. But let me tell you guys this for free. Bernal, I can't wait for him. I can't wait. Big up Mark. Bernal won't be 100% this upcoming season. By the following season, yes. Fair enough. But listen, what I do want to move off to, right? Because Marc Bernal, y'all already know I do love him. I think that this guy is a very, very good player. And it's unfortunate that the guy got his thing cut short. But listen, I mean, I was going to talk about Julian. You know what? I'll just do it right now. Guys, let's talk about Julian Alvarez because people are shocked because Julian Alvarez This guy, basically, he never has losing seasons. And I'm not saying that, you know what I'm saying? Actually, why am I lying to you guys? I am saying, bro, I'm going to be real with y'all. Julian Alvarez, get used to this. You know what I'm saying? People are saying Julian Alvarez, oh, he always wins. Every single year, Julian Alvarez, he wins. You know what I'm saying? This season, he didn't win La Liga. Let me tell you something for free. Julian Alvarez, you're not winning La Liga next year. Atletico Madrid, the way that they've been moving the last, 3 years, I think they have a trophy drought. Copa del Rey, maybe they win. I doubt it. I really doubt it. Hansi he goes strong in every competition. So I don't know. Champions League, they've never won it. So people that troll us, this team has never won it. They've lost 2 finals in dramatic fashion. Club World Cup, brother, Botafogo, a club from Brazil, with all due respect. And I know that they're the South American champions, but still, Atletico Madrid, for the money that they invested last season, people do not cook them enough. I'm going to be real with y'all. Atletico Madrid, they got Sorloth. They got Julian Alvarez. They got guys like Conor Gallagher. They have guys, they still have Griezmann. Brother, they got a squad. They got Rodrigo De Paul, a World Cup winner. They got guys on the defense that are decent. I rate Samuel Lino. I think he's very decent. I think that, Jimenez, underrated center back. I think that he's okay, but still underrated. He's a decent center back. They've got a lot of guys. Julian Alvarez, I mess with Julian. One of my favorite players that doesn't play for Barca. But what I will say for free, get used to these type of seasons. I'm going to be real. Unless if he moves to Barcelona, bro, I'm going to be real. Well, I think eventually he's going to force a move. I'm going to keep it a buck because, bro, there's no way year in, year out. This guy's a world champion. This guy's won a Prem. This guy's won a UCL. This guy's won so many league titles. This guy's won at River Plate. This guy is a winner. That's the thing with Julian Alvarez. He is a winner. So when I'm looking at this, right, I'm looking at Julian Alvarez. I could see him already being pissed off by Atleti by year 2. After year 2, next year, I could easily see Julian Alvarez, you know what I'm saying, just get fed up and be like, yo, I keep losing here. Because I expect, once again, Atleti to go trophyless. I don't think that they could get much better than last summer. Last summer, Atletico was very, very good. They had a very, very good transfer window, and they still won nothing. So, listen, I'm going to be real. If they have another trophyless season, I do think that Julian Alvarez to Barca will strengthen. Jan Laporta likes the player. He is the favorite. We have seen the rumors 3 weeks ago. And, bro, I think Simeone, I'm going to be real with y'all, I think he's past it. Right? Big up Adam. You're saying he's overrated. I think Simeone is just not an elite manager anymore. Inzaghi is a better version of Simeone. And Barcelona, Atletico has not troubled us. In the last 2-3 years, they really haven't. It's the truth. So it is what it is. I would love to liquidate Atleti for Julian. They're wasting his time. Yeah, they're never winning. Bro, this is the thing. Real Madrid, Atletico's time to win was now. Atletico Madrid messed up their time. When they say windows, when teams have windows of winning. Barcelona, when we had Lionel Messi and we bought Arturo Vidal, we bought a lot of win-now players. Our time to win was right then. Right then in 2018, 2019, those were our UCLs that we didn't win. Let's keep it a buck. But I'm looking at Atletico, right? How many more years are you going to go with Barcelona and Real Madrid? They were rebuilding. Barca and Real Madrid were rebuilding, and you still didn't win that much. You're trophyless for 3 years. You let Barca win 2 league titles. You let Real Madrid win the other. I'm telling y'all right now, I can see Julian Alvarez getting fed up. And this is not a rumor, but it's just my idea. I just think it's gonna happen. But listen, I do want to actually do a real quick. You know what I'm saying? I do want to do an activity. Let me get to the chat right now. Big up to all y'all, right? Yeah, Athletic, they got knocked out every single season, bro. Julian Alvarez is brilliant, but Isak is better in my opinion. That's debatable, bro. That's very debatable. I love both, though. In my opinion, I could see the board going for Isak as their first option and Julian Alvarez probably as the backup, but that's not really a backup, to be honest. That's more of like a 1A, 1B. But once again, I'm not going to lie. When I'm looking at Julian Alvarez, I just want to see I'm trying to see Barcelona have ballers again, bro. I'm going to be real with y'all. Lamine, Nico, Alvarez, Dani Olmo, you know what I'm saying? I'm starting to recognize my club again, bro. I would even like a 4-3-3, Bernal, Frankie, Pedri, Lamine, Rafinha, false nine, Nico would cook. Bro, listen, if we get this, and then next summer we get Julian Alvarez, I'm telling y'all right now, the streets will be fed. The streets will be fed. If we can get, bro, you know what's funny, guys? You know what's funny? Right now, I'm going on a squad build right now, bro. Brother, let's do this thing right now, bro. Hold up. Let me share my screen. Guys, let's do this. So basically, right? How do I do this, bro? Hold up. I think this is better, bro. I think this is better. But guys, you know what to do? Let's do not for this year. Let's do for next year. Let's do for next year. Because I was thinking about it, right? Let me put title. Maybe I'll put like Barcelona. Hold up. Barcelona 11. Let's say 2026, bro. 2026. Because I'm saying not for this year, bro. I'm saying after next year. So basically next year, summer 2026, the players then. So let me say flick possible team. I'm looking at it right now. All right. Jan Garcia, we already know he's going to be through the door. So, I mean, but this is the thing. I think the team is pretty self-explanatory. Everybody knows who's going to be playing. But I'm talking about two positions, center back and also as striker. I don't know who's going to be the guys. Outside of center back and striker, I'm looking at it, right? Jan Garcia, definitely going to play, right? We're going to have guys like Koundé is definitely going to be a starter. In my opinion, Koundé, one of the best right backs in the world, bro. It's not even glazing, bro. It's factual now at this point. You know what I'm saying? Balde is going to be the left back. I think that Grimaldo, can give him a run for his money. I think he's still starting. Cabarsi, definitely still starting, bro. But this is the thing. As the left center back, I don't know if we're going to have a left center. I think that right here is a position that, and I'll get to the chat. I'll look at the chat in a minute. But left center back is a place that I want us to strengthen. You know what I'm saying? I want Van de Ven from Spurs. I want Schlotterbeck. I want one of those guys, especially Van de Ven. Van de Ven at Barcelona would cook. I'm telling y'all right now. And if we have money, that's my go-to signing. In the midfield, right? I mean, you guys can say, hold up. Let me just put Frankie de Jong because I know you guys love Bernal, but I think that Frankie will be starting. I think Bernal maybe starts maybe in 3 years, bro. I think that Frankie de Jong still will be starting. Listen, for 10, that's debatable. Left is definitely going to be Nico Williams, right? Nico Williams. I think right wing definitely Lamine Yamal, right? Bro, let's be real. If he's the best player in the world, how's he not starting in his preferred position, bro? Let's be real. And then we got striker. Let's just say Alvarez, bro. Hold up. Guys, I'll get to the chat in 1 second, guys. Just bear with me now, all right? Basically, Rafinha is the guy. I think Rafinha is definitely going to be the guy over here. But I'm saying, if we can get this, and then in the chat, let me read the chat right now. Who should we get as the left center back? Who should be the left center back? Because in my opinion, I would say Van de Ven. And I know it's a hypothetical. I haven't seen any rumors, but I'm telling y'all right now, if we can get this right here, this is a dream team. This is a team that you have Cabarsi's passing out the back. You got Koundé, who's like a do-it-all player. You got Balde, another do-it-all player, right? Van de Ven, this guy's like, bro, this guy's a good defender. On top of that, right? He's more of like a Gerard Piqué profile. He's a sweeper, very fast. The guy's left-footed. He can pass and build up, right? You got Pedri. You got Frankie de Jong. You got Rafinha. Bro, that midfield is going to work, bro. It's going to run. Ideally, the best thing that you could do after this, right? Maybe in the summer of 2027 is maybe strengthen on the midfield. Maybe instead of Pedri, if Bernal's still not the answer, maybe instead of Frankie de Jong, you get a serious player. Maybe you get like not a Rodri, but like a Rodri level player. You know what I'm saying? I'm telling you, Barca, we need to start looking at the future because the future, we cannot mess this up. The reason why the Messi era ended so badly is because we didn't squad plan properly at the end. We got lazy. We got a bunch of win-now players like Pjanic, right? Guys like Arturo Vidal, who's decent, but we got too many of those guys. And then guess what? You got to get rid of them because by the time that they're washed up, they're 35 because you bought them when they're 32. So Barcelona, we got to look into the future. And if we can get this type of lineup, I'm telling y'all right now, that lineup is doing very good. I'm telling you, in 2026, if we can get Van de Ven and Julian Alvarez, those are my 2 dream signings. Alexander Isak, I would definitely take, but that would be fire. I can't lie. Let me read the chat, though. Let me read the chat, bro. Big up Vanderson, right back, Koundé, center back. I think that Vanderson, if I'm going to be real, I think Vanderson's going to be a squad player that's going to be rotational. I think that he's going to be like one of those rotational starters like Fermin Lopez. He can start on any given day, but I don't know if he's going to be starting every single week out. I think he's going to be like Fermin, basically. Just the defender version of Fermin. That's how I could say it. Center backs will be Araujo and Cabarsi. I think that Araujo is going to get one more shot. I've already said a lot of the fans dislike Araujo, but I do think he's going to get one more shot. And I do want him to get one more shot. I think that Araujo, there's a player in there. You don't go from being our best center back, legitimately. And I know the fans are not going to like to hear this. He was our best player when we won the league title under Xavi. He was. Don't tell me Ter Stegen. Ter Stegen was good, right? Who else was there? Pedri was injured, so you can't say Pedri. Pedri was in and out the team. He was important, but he was in and out the team. Alejandro Balde was not better than Araujo that year. Jules Koundé was not better than Araujo. He was stellar. Koundé was amazing. Araujo was better than all of those guys, right? Move to the midfield, right? I already said Pedri, right? Busquets was good. Not as important as Araujo. In my opinion, every single game, it felt like we had a last-ditch tackle from Araujo to win the game 1-0 because we had a record amount of 1-0s. That's why I felt that way. And who did I see saving us every single time? It was Ronald Araujo. So I think Araujo, I think this is going to be a proven year. You can't get it done this year, we're selling you. That is the thing. If you can do it, though, you're going to stay. Probably re-sign the contract. But listen, we'll see what happens. Also, if I'm looking at it, Frankie de Jong was amazing in that title-winning season with Xavi. He wasn't as better, but he was not as good as Araujo. And I know you guys, a lot of fans dislike this, but it's the truth. I'm being real. This is the thing. I keep it a buck. I was Deco out. But guess what? I'm a man enough that I could change my mind about Deco. That when Deco's actually cooking for my football club, he's getting me random prodigies out of Brazil. You know what I can say? I could be like, fair play, Deco. But a lot of the fans, right now, I feel like that Araujo, even if he plays well, too many guys are going to be looking at him with, honestly, hoping for a mistake. I was going to say waiting for a mistake, but it's just that our fan base sometimes is too toxic. You know what I'm saying? Nico, listen. Nico, if we get Nico, Rafinha, Lamine Yamal, Julian Alvarez as our front four, that's amazing, bro. That is legitimately amazing. Bastoni, I don't think he would cut it for Barca. Let me tell you why. It's not that he's bad. He's a very good defender. But let me tell you this. This is the thing. Bastoni is a guy that he's better when you're parking the bus. Barca, even when we didn't have Hansi Flick, we played a high line, just not as extreme. I think Bastoni is a good defender, but I think that he would do better at Atletico. I think he would do better at Real Madrid. I think that what we saw against Barcelona, I wasn't impressed. I'm going to be real with y'all. I'd rather get a Saliba. I'd rather get a Konate. I'd rather get a Van de Ven. I'd rather get Schlotterbeck, right? Bastoni, I'm not going to lie. I think he's a back five defensive type of player, but it is what it is, bro. Next year, we're going to be unstoppable. Listen, it is what it is, bro. I agree with that. Bro, listen, I think Ronald Araujo, at the end of the day, right now, the fans are being emotional with him. I'm going to be real with y'all. We had a chance at the UCL, but let's be real. You know what I'm saying? Let's actually be real. Let's see what he can do this year. Hansi Flick wants him, and that's the more important part. But, guys, listen, if we have this squad, I'm telling y'all right now, we will cook, bro. But, guys, I just wanted to go live today. I'm going to be real. Today, I didn't even have a reason to go live, but your boy just wanted, bro. You know what they say, workaholics, bro. I just wanted to go live, bro, for some odd reason. You know what I'm saying, today. But, guys, big up. Y'all pulled through, right? I'm actually going to dip right now. I'm going to be live later on, probably with Barca Volume, right? Most likely later today, way later today, right? So, guys, check that out, Barca Volume. You guys already know. Smash the likes. If you made it this far on the playback, if you're watching, let me know down below on any of your thoughts, disagreements, agreement, right? Big up to the whole chat. Big up to all you guys. I'll see y'all soon. Peace. Visca Barca. Smash the like. Subscribe if you're new. Peace. Visca Barca.